Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to the Guild 3 to the year 1411. Yeah, well, it's more like 1412 now soon. And we are here in our pest house, the Artful Amputations, with my wife and myself, well, out there, yeah, crafting bandages, I guess. It can't be cold enough for us to not do this. And in that case, we're also really selling a lot of these, how they call it again, the fleaways, right, in my front store. So despite having a storage rule here set with my transporter, we are really selling them quickly in the hospital itself. So what I could try is I could try to increase that margin that we have here a bit to 115%. So we're selling it 50% more expensive than the average price that you can find on the market, and with that probably also make some more coin. Now, it is close to midnight, that means it's close to spring, and with that, a whole few new options are coming into play. Now, one of these options we need to do right away, and that is applying for an office, right? So we can do this now. We have the citizen title, and we can have a look at the city records there. And as I can see, there's one position open right now where there's a new election coming up, the lowest one that we have. So we want to go all the way up to mayor, and once we are mayor, we can actually go for sovereign, or once we are nobleman. And we also will need to climb the ladder here. I want to do this, and not only we can do this, but my whole family can do it, theoretically, which makes the whole thing really interesting, I think. Now, council assistant is available. Doesn't seem like a very prestigious position here. The council assistants are the lowest level of the hierarchy, and they're subordinate to the chamber of judges. We can propose new city laws, we can also influence public opinion, and we can publicly praise someone. Also, as we can see, we got a whole bunch of illegal laws right now that we might also make legal if we are the council assistant. Let's go ahead and apply for this. There's only one candidate at the moment available. Citizen is the requirement. We would get a nice income, right, per day, per year, 750 coin plus influence. And this is really important as politics get or become a very important income for your influence. We, however, have to pay quite a bit of influence there to apply for it. Let's go ahead, and Tino can do this. Oh, and nepotism right now is illegal. That means Penelope can't apply also for something. We'll just see if we can change that. And let's go ahead and apply for this office here. Now, we do have the chief judge here, the judge and the judge. Those three are going to vote. And of course, the more they like us, the better it is. These people here are non-dynastic NPCs right now, right? So we got one that is of a dynasty, and those three are of no dynasty. So it can be hard to achieve that. What we can do is we could bribe them. We have a bit of money. And I would like to go into my politics here. 6,000 it would cost. We could also go with public relation. And I could try and find them somehow. Just check it out. Oh, wait a second. They're here, right? So this guy here, for example, that's the chief judge. And we could try to go ahead. That would only be 44% chance, right? I don't wanna get too crazy there. So 44 is not a good deal. There is Caroline Lenoir. He also is here. Oh, it's even worse with her. Right, I guess we are not having the best stats there. I guess we do need some proper equipment before we do that. Let's go to the market, the lower city one, because right now people really don't like us that much. There you go. And there are appropriate items. So first of all, we are a citizen, so we probably should not go with the robot's clothing anymore. I would like to go with something that gives me some bonuses that we can actually use. So the citizen cloth, for example, is actually giving me a reputation bonus on top of some stealth and stuff like that. There is +1 on the intimidation. I'm rather looking for a stately garb is really expensive. Plus we aren't there yet. The wool cloak, resistance, free citizen, bonus to bargaining. I think we can actually go with the citizen clothes here, the reputation bonus. Let's go with that. That's 1,000. So we also should change our appearance with that. But we're not really looking better now. What is this? That is not exactly my style. But okay, we have purchased it now. I'm going to wear it a bit to get the money in again. Now, there are some trinkets we can purchase, like the diamond. And this one gives me +1 charisma. Very good. For 1600 coin, we can equip that. That's our first trinket. Now we can have up to 3 in total. And they each give me, of course, certain bonuses. I wonder if I can stack them. I think I can. 1600. Now we have 2. And if I try it out, so we have now +7. Yes, looks like it. Yeah, we can actually stack them. That's pretty cool. So with that, we have now +2 charisma and we are on 7. So now we are at 63% chance of success with public relations. That still doesn't seem very high, because if it doesn't work, of course we do lose some reputation with them, and this is also something I really don't want to risk. So we're still a bit too low for actually doing anything here. We could go home and train my charisma, but let's of course not do this. So for now, let's just hope that we actually win this. The higher our charisma, also the higher the chance is that someone votes for us as well. So we just go ahead with that. When is the election for this one? 14/12 at 20. So today at 8 p.m. is the election. Let's continue with the business here though, as we have the flee away that we produce right now. Once more, we are out of it. We also really don't have that many bandages, despite the fact that we actually focus on them as well. Seems to be quite a lot of visitors. We'll just check it out there. Also, lo and behold, even there he is. He's 6, so that means he's now available for us. And we can, oh no, we can still not pick him up from my family group, but I think he needs to be a bit older for that. But we can control him now, right? And we would have certain actions that we can do with him. So if we look at my building, he is kind of like an employee, right? So he's employed here to my house. And we can, for example, say stack the boxes even. So that is the order list for everyone that is kind of like working here. He's bored right now. So let's hire him as a family member. And he's now stacking the boxes at the market. Training his skills with that. We need to start young, of course. Work on the markets. Get into a prosperous life. Oh yeah, this doesn't feel so right. But let's just have him do it for a bunch of hours. There's a friend already that is doing the same thing. Who's also of a dynasty. Look at that. I would also like to try the whole baby thing once more. 53 chance. I mean, we have 2 kids, of course. Getting less likely, but of course we are going to pump it. We're going to try and pump it. Let's go back and have some fun. And my trusted servant, Martin, he's going to, of course, stay watch. Stay guard, that no one may intercept. And unfortunately, this was also not successful. It's getting really hard to make a baby, huh? Someone has a pamphlet against this.
Not now, please.
Go back, produce some stuff, make some money. Okay, for bribing an official, we actually have a very good chance here. Bertrand Guibault, an informer. We can give him some money, and for 88% chance, this actually is successful. Yeah. It's going to cost me 6,000, but it will give me another 500 influence. And yeah, this is one of the best ways right now to get influence, if not the best way, of course. And church donations, for example, will also give me money or influence, but on a very, very low level. And I really don't care about going to the church 10 times a day. So we are going to give the bribery to one of the officials. Let's just hope that he's not that far away. I don't know. Right here in the city center we are right now of Dijon, where there's the city hall. We're going to spend a lot of time there soon, I guess, if we are successful in politics. And there he is. Shall we play a guessing game? Let me guess what you have in your pocket. Something shiny and gold, would you like? If I'm right, you owe me something. And this is a miracle. A bag full of coins just appeared in my pocket. What can I do for you? Very good, successful. We get some influence out of that. We get a bonus of 50 influence on top of that, because we do have these items available that give me bonuses to influence, right? So I think it is also my citizen reputation bonus, right? And the diamond gives me reputation bonus plus 3. Very good, so that's that. We have more influence with that, 900 really. And there is... there's just a vote, that wasn't us right now. Oh, also my Barbar hut here is a bit problematic right now, where we are still producing soap and muss, even though we're not really piling up on it, right? So we're selling it, of course, stuff like that, in the Rotten Tooth. I think we still have lots of customers there. Oh, yes. So once again, what we can also do here is we could automate the whole production. Since I'm more involved in city businesses now, the village businesses we could automate a bit. And we have the jasmine here, we have the wild rose, we have the honey. We're not purchasing that, right? No, we're not. Purchasing honey up to 20, to a maximum of 20. We get some bat blood, and selling the soap, selling the grease paint, selling the jasmine oil. Yeah, that's all we can really do. I'm going to automate it. We do still need to add some more storage slots. There you go, so that we have a bit more room here to play around with. And now they're going to do this. Also, of course, in the automated mode, even then I can assign the maximum number of service workers. So it's 2 right now, as it should be, so that there's always 2 available treating my patients. The front store I will need to wrap up there a bit to 5, right? So let's make it 5. So this should then, there it is, go up to 5, that we always have the soap available, because that is the most important thing of the Rotten Tooth, to provide health services. It's voting time. So let's just see how they decide. Alright, we did not win. Really? I was sure of myself here. Of course, we weren't really bribing any one of the ones responsible, but okay. My first step into politics was kind of like a miss here. We'll have to try again at some other time. I'm losing, of course, the influence that I've used in my application. And thus it is summer once more, 1413. I think Even has stacked the boxes long enough. Did he gain any... Yeah, he's actually gained some experience points out of that. Poor Even, of course, this is not what a child should do. So I'm not going to give him that. I'm also not going to let him race or catch rats. So he's going to school, of course. 5,000 is expensive, but it's going to be worth it because he will gain some points out of that, some experience points and better bonuses for his later life. We are very thin on money right now with all the bribery and stuff, so I still will need to do this. The School of Dijon is not that far away, and we can pay this. And he's now going to school for a few years, right? Learning stuff, getting experience points, and basically becoming my proper heir that we need once, of course, Tino dies. Alright, let's also have a look. Make a new baby, 52 chance. I mean, it has to work at some point. It's 52. We might try to use Martin. Include him in the business at some point. And how does it go? It wasn't successful. This is really crazy. Crazy stuff. Yeah, let's continue with the production. We could do some certain actions like promote our business. Let's do this. And this gives me, I think, experience points. It will also buff the customer satisfaction. It gives me an attitude change towards egoistic and aggressive. It was successful, and as we can see, the buff is there. And with that we get offers treatments. We motivated workers and motivated by good reputation. So a bit of a production booster on top of it. I think there's some fighting somewhere. There's some fighting here at the market. No one is watching.
Can I do anything for you?
And oh, Hamlet is not having a great day. He was actually just dazed or, yeah, unconscious by a city guard.
Where to?
Alright, new elections are available. So the town clerk and the informer. Let's go for the town clerk right now. As a new, this one only costs me 85, right? And it's also a bit of a less income since it's really the lowest level that we have. And Tino is going for the job. Applying for that, there we are. And once again, we got these guys here. We could, of course, once again try to get ourselves known to them somehow. These are non-dynastic players, right? So it's very hard to really do anything with them. And let's just check it out there. Public relation. Okay. Doesn't work on him, it seems. Must be inside a building. Greeting doesn't work. He seems to be... Oh, that's the town crier. I'm sorry. The other one is somewhere else. Chief Judge. There he is. Right. This is the one.
Not now, please.
Yeah, 56. I mean, what could go wrong, right? If this goes wrong, then we lose reputation. But 56, we have to take a risk here. It's 56. Come on. We can do this. He's at the city hall right now. Where we can find him. So let's go up there. On the busy streets of Dijon.
I expect a fair sentence.
My fellow citizens, if you support my family, we can make the city a better place for a brighter future. Okay, we're trying to have some speeches here now. And let's just see how he takes it.
Me support you, definitely.
Support you and the rest of your ridiculous family? No, thank you. Alright, that wasn't successful. As we can see, we do lose now reputation with her. And it will be less likely for us. I mean, it was bound to happen, right? Of course we had to lose it. It was only a 52% chance. After all, we can't see that so much, so it's not that much, the relation score, right? But yeah, if someone else applies for it, then we lose it, probably. Probably. If someone else applies for that business there right now, for that office. Okay, unfortunately, the automated production is really crappy still, so it's not much use doing this all the time and not very good for old businesses. Especially service buildings are getting hurt by automated production a lot, I think. Right now, we don't have any, for example, any soap available in the Rotten Tooth, despite having customers. That means we're getting way less out of that, right? Out of one of my biggest margins that we have, that is using soap when someone visits, because we get the money for the visit, but we also get the soap for customer satisfaction and the soap for the bigger margin that we get as on the market. So I definitely want to get the soap rolling again. And I noticed that we have a less income now with the automated production. So if I look at the previous year, in total we made a loss. And if we look a bit more closely, for example here the Rotten Tooth and Barbaric Barbers, look at how small the margins are. We made actually a profit of 4,000 to 5,000 with the loop production. Now it's way less, which is a problem to me. So even here we can see that the revenue dropped significantly and the employees rate is really pushing us down to only 1,000 profit per day. This is not acceptable at all, so we need to change something here. I'm going to say goodbye to the automated production and we're rather going into loop again. And for the loop, we definitely want to get the barber soap. Now I could try, no, we're not, oh look at the price as well for the barber soap, it's really low, but of course using it in the front store will be good. So we want to go ahead, this is really full here already, so I'm just going to make it now with 20 on the soap. So please go ahead and produce me some soap. We also have the soap then in the front storage, very important. That's that. Next up on the list would be of course my jasmine oil or my grease paint. The grease paint is 81. The jasmine oil is 37. And we will also need some bat blood for that. So I think it is better to just produce the jasmine oil. We could also go for the rose water there again, right? So there's the margin for only honey that we need to purchase here for 8. Yeah, it's also not really profitable. I think grease paint really is the best stuff that we can do there right now. So now the soap production is in full swing. That's the important thing. So that we have something for the customers again. And then we can go ahead and say also produce me the other things. The problem is we have a lot in store right now, so I'm not going to put the normal flowers into the order list. We're rather just going to say produce me some jasmine oil there. Let's make it 20 there too. And then we have the grease paint with also 20. This one then requires the usage of bat blood that we have there as well, right? So once this is depleted, we come back here. So we need to just check it in, yeah, I think 12 hours or so next day then for sure. And then we should have used everything available there to us. So now they're going into jasmine oil, and then we're going into grease paint, and then once again the soap, looping through that order list here. And then we're going to put the other materials back in. How's the other one looking? The Barbaric Barbers right now. So as we can see also, there is actually some production of grease paint, but once again, no soap. I could try to purchase the soap from the market and live on the margin that we have, but I think that's also not very profitable. Look at that, we get 65 coin out of a soap when it's being purchased in the front store, as opposed to the 16 we would get in the market. That is a huge difference there. So soap is absolutely required for any kind of barbershop. At least that is my opinion. So here also, let's go away from automated once more, and let's once more also say I want to go ahead and make the soap myself. Alright, so we're going to say 20 once more. And this here we do not have that much, so let's just have a look. We have lots of jasmine, right? So we are getting the 20 jasmine, and then we're getting the 20 wild rose to make 20 soap. Really basic, really easy, and let's just keep it like that for now, and have 2 people here in the service desk, so that there's always someone treating, because I think this is really the most profitable way of having these barbers. Making the money out of soap, out of treating my customers. For that, of course, we should always have the highest customer satisfaction available for these. So Barbaric Barber still want the upgrade here to install an expensive counter in your front store, both to lay out your wares attractively and to amaze your customers. And we get plus 10 on this satisfaction, with that a plus 30. What this also basically means is if someone else has a barbershop like here, can we check the level of customer satisfaction of this here? No, we can't. I don't think so. Because it would be interesting, of course. And yeah, customers go where the customer satisfaction is the highest. So I definitely want to keep that rolling for now. How is it looking here with my... Oh, this is not looking great. We will not win this one either.
It's a pleasure.
And I cannot bribe my way through that.
I'm otherwise engaged.
Not at the moment anyway. As I can see though, the money is rolling again, so there is more coming in. Perfect. So whatever you say, I don't think automated production is the way to go. It would have been too easy anyway, right? The AI is unfortunately not very smart in this regard. I'm going to keep it available right now for my herb hut. Though what I can see, this might also not be looking very nice. Even though they're producing right now the herb bandages. So let's just keep them rolling for a while and see then the finances afterwards. Summer is coming to an end. 14-13 it is. There's going to be another election tomorrow, but I have my doubts about it. There's also a feud. The dynasties Jandin and Calibri are in feud. That means they fight each other for wealth, I guess. We could also try to find an ally ourselves. One of the other dynasties, getting to know with them. That would be probably pretty smart, but I'm going to wait who actually climbs the ladder, because so far not a single other dynasty has climbed the ladder to tier 2, right? So I would like to wait for that, and then we're going to go full in, I guess. Might be smart. And with that, we have autumn 14-14. We will continue producing now a bit. I'm going to look at the finances then. We can actually look at the finances for the last year now. And I would like to see my herb hut. There it is. So it's making 2,400 in profit. That seems okay. Let's keep this available for a while. The other one's not making that much profit yet. This one is a bit higher again, almost doubled. Of course, that's thanks to the looped production, hopefully. We'll just see. And my hospital is actually making 4,000 in profit right now. Seems good to me. For the moment.
1 o'clock in the morning,
and with that, the day comes to an end, or a new day is dawning. We continue production and continue onwards then here with probably some more business expansion. Stay tuned.